So we have seen that the interconnection of two passive systems, feedback interconnection of two passive systems results in a passive system. Now, how will this notion help us in finding a condition under which the idea given by Eisenman can actually hold, or for a certain class of system, the idea given by Eisenman might hold? So, please recall that the nonlinear system has to be represented in the form of a feedback interconnection between a LTI system and a memoryless nonlinearity that lies in a sector defined. Okay, so this is minus, and this is how the system is going to look like. So the input here is xi, the output is phi for the memoryless nonlinearity. Okay, so to start with, let us assume that this memoryless nonlinearity that you have lies in the sector 0 infinity. So the memoryless nonlinearity is such that it lies in the first and the third quadrant. Okay, when the axis is defined by phi versus xi. So the memoryless nonlinearity lies in the first and the third quadrant. So the sector nonlinearity or the sector is defined with 0 and infinity. The slope is, lowest slope is 0 and the highest slope that you get is infinity. So suppose the memoryless nonlinearity is this. Now, if this is the case, what you see is that phi transpose xi is going to be greater than equal to 0. Now, please remember that phi is the output and xi is the input, and this is a memoryless system. So, what we get is the memoryless nonlinearity that we have is essentially a passive system. We have already seen that feedback interconnection of passive systems is also passive, right? And passive systems, when evolved autonomously, their origin is stable. Okay, so for this nonlinear system that we have represented as the feedback interconnection, with the memoryless nonlinearity being in the sector 0 to infinity, we need that GS has to be a passive system. Okay, for GS, if GS is passive and this memoryless nonlinearity in the sector 0 to infinity is there in the feedback, then the entire nonlinear system's origin will be stable. This is coming from the fact of feedback interconnection of passive systems. Now we already know that if LTI system is positive real, then the LTI system is also passive. So if GS is positive real, then it is passive, and hence the feedback interconnection between GS and psi will also be passive, which indicates that the origin of the nonlinear system, which is represented by the feedback interconnection that you are shown, is going to be stable. Okay, just stable. But if you want the origin of the original nonlinear system to be asymptotically stable, then in that case you need GS to be strictly positive real. So if GS is strictly positive real, then the feedback interconnection with this memoryless nonlinearity psi lying in the sector 0 to infinity will result in a asymptotically stable origin for the nonlinear system. Okay. So to conclude, if the feedback interconnection of GS and psi represents an autonomous system, autonomous nonlinear system, if the origin of this autonomous nonlinear system has to be asymptotically stable, then you need the memoryless nonlinearity to be in the sector 0 to infinity and the LTI system to be a strictly positive real system. Okay. Now, here, what is the storage function? What is the energy stored for the memoryless nonlinearity? It is 0. The energy, so there would be some energy stored for the LTI system. So the energy stored, or the Lyapunov function that qualifies for this entire nonlinear system, is same as the Lyapunov function that you can have for the LTI system itself. So the storage function for the LTI system is going to be the same as the storage function for the entire nonlinear system. Okay. Now we made a statement. So we made a statement where we said that if GS is positive real with psi being a sector nonlinearity in the sector 0 to infinity, then the feedback interconnected system's origin is going to be stable. And similarly, if GS is strictly positive real, then the origin is going to be asymptotically stable. So let's prove this. So consider this feedback interconnection that we have shown. Let us assume that GS is strictly positive real because we are mostly interested in asymptotic stability for the origin of the nonlinear system. And suppose psi is the nonlinearity that lies in the sector 0 to infinity, and let the energy E that is associated with this GS be represented by X transpose Px, where P is a positive definite matrix. Please recall that since G is a strictly positive real system, from the Kalman-Yakubovich-Popov lemma, it indicates that there exists a positive definite matrix P. Okay, and then you had certain matrix equalities that were related to the positive definite matrix P, positive constant epsilon, and two matrices L and W of appropriate dimensions. Okay, so we'll invoke those when we establish this relationship. Okay, so let the storage function be defined as half X transpose Px. So if you take a derivative of it and replace the existing matrix equalities that you had, uh, then what do you get? The simplified version finally turns out to be in the form of minus half X transpose epsilon Px, and with half X transpose Px being equal to E, it turns out that E dot or d by dt is nothing but less than minus epsilon E. Okay, so please note that the origin of the nonlinear system here is going to be exponentially stable. Okay, because E dot is less than minus epsilon E. So origin of the closed loop system or the feedback interconnected system is going to be exponentially stable. Okay, so if we have a feedback, so this is what we conclude, that if we have a feedback interconnection between a strictly positive real LTI system and a memoryless nonlinearity lying in the sector 0 to infinity, then the resulting nonlinear system will have a origin which is exponentially stable. Okay, what can happen when the memoryless nonlinearity is not just confined to the sector 0 to infinity, but actually confined to um, smaller sector defined by k1 and k2, or a larger sector defined by some k1 and k2. Okay, so if psi belongs to a sector defined by the constants k1 and k2, then in those general cases, how would the condition on the LTI system GS change? Can we relax the condition on the LTI system that we have chosen? Okay, so to understand this, we will first investigate a simpler case where instead of the nonlinearity lying between 0 to infinity, the nonlinearity will lie in the sector k1 till infinity. Okay, where k1 is a positive constant. We'll first investigate that if GS is in feedback with if GS is having a feedback interconnection between a nonlinearity that lies in the sector k1 infinity, where k1 is basically a positive constant. So the basically this is how the memoryless nonlinearity is going to look like. So the blue sketch is the memoryless typical memoryless nonlinearity lying in the region defined by k1 and infinity slopes. Okay, now since we know how to handle the memoryless nonlinearity lying between 0 to infinity, we'll use that idea and see what can we say about, I mean, what kind of GS will actually help or will actually be useful, such that if we have an interconnection, the interconnected system will have a asymptotically stable origin. So we'll stop here. Thank you.